It's December. You would think this would be the most chill, most fun, and festive month of the year, right? But no. December is the month where we are reminded of all our 2024 resolutions that we didn't achieve. Take these medals for example. When I look at them, sometimes I just see disappointment, like this one. 1 hour 17 minutes for the 10k? That was 3 minutes slower than this other medal. Why? Here's what I wanted to achieve this year. 5 km in 30 minutes, 10 km in 70 minutes, 21 km in 2 hours and 30 minutes, 1000 km of running over the whole year. And here's what I actually managed. 34 minutes for the 5k, 74 minutes for the 10k, 2 hours 55 minutes for the 21k. Oh, and Strava's year in sport just came out and it reminded me that I've only logged 928 km so far, and it's already mid-December. Yeah, not looking good. So yeah, I failed at running, but I'm not unhappy. And to explain why, maybe we need to rewind a bit. For most of my life, running was the enemy, the boss fight I could never beat. During all those years of school, NS and reservist, I passed my IPPT only twice. Why? Because of the dreaded 2.4 km run. Athletes finish this in 8 minutes. Me? I can barely survive 1 km in 8 minutes. And don't get me started on the idea of running a marathon. 6 laps around a 400 meter track already felt stupid. Why would anyone put themselves through 42 km of torture? 6 hours of running? You guys must be a bit crazy, right? Fast forward to 2022, this was peak pandemic weight for me. Here's the evolution of Kale. 2007, a happy, healthy 58 kilos. 2017, respectable 76, not too bad. 2022, I hit 92 kg. Maybe you can start to see why my channel logo is a potato. And along with the weight gain, also came high cholesterol, high blood pressure, a triglycerides count so high, even my doctor wondered if the blood test was faulty. It was time for an intervention.
Marshall, this is an intervention.
But here's the thing, stepping on a scale every day was demoralizing. Weight loss and diets suck. So I wondered, what if I could focus on performance gains instead? What if I just tried to pass IPPT again? What if I took an IPPT every month? Push-ups and sit-ups? No problem. I was easily passing these just after the first month of training. But running? Oh boy. After 3 months of training, my best 2.4 km timing was 16 minutes and 37 seconds. Still nowhere near a pass. Why was this so difficult? That's when I finally learned a hard truth. If you want to run faster, you first need to run longer and at a much slower pace. So you mean to train for 2.4 km, I need to run 5 km? Maybe even 10 km? At the end of 2022, I started following one of my bosses on Strava. The guy's a serious runner. His posts were like research papers, AARs, detailing every run with the heart rate zones, pre-run meals, when he got a blister or muscle aches, strategic energy gel consumption and all the different timings. And that's when it hit me. Running is just StarCraft. It's all about optimizing resources. Or for me, maybe more like playing an MMORPG. Speed too early, you'll empty out your mana bar and you won't be able to do anything for the rest of the run. When do you take mana potions to replenish your energy at the best timings? You also don't send a level 1 hero with 100 MP to take on a level 42 boss with 42,000 HP. Even training has a strategy. Zone 2 for endurance, intervals and tempos for speed, and long runs to level up your stamina bar. Running wasn't just physical, it was a game, and I was hooked. Of course, I needed the right gear to level up. Garmin Forerunner 955, a much needed upgrade from my old Phoenix 5S. It's not only lighter, the GPS is much more accurate too. And I bought it for only $600 in Japan, way cheaper than in Singapore. Heart rate chest straps. These gave the most accurate data, especially if all your training is based around heart rate. RIP to my HRM Plus, which I accidentally drowned in a pail of water. This newer HRM Dual works much better for me because it is detachable, easier to wash off the post-run stink from the strap. Shox Open Run. Battery life for days compared to my old AirPods that could barely last half my long runs. And I can still hear bicycles coming up from behind me. Decathlon running belt. The purple one was terrible because it kept flipping over when I was running. The black one was perfectly secure with extra pockets too. Jin's glasses with transition lenses. Prescription glasses that automatically transition to shades. These were exactly what I needed for those runs that started at 5:30 AM when it was still dark and ended at 8:30 AM when it was sunny. A similar pair from Owndays in Singapore would set you back maybe $300. I got these for $110 in Japan. Super great buy. And now, we're back to December 2024. It's been 2 years of regular running. My first half marathon in 2023 left me limping for days. Now, just a bit of soreness, and I'm back to normal after a good night's sleep. My idle resting heart rate dropped from the 70s to the 50s, sometimes even in the 40s. I almost feel like an Olympic athlete, but with a bit of a belly. My blood pressure's nicely in the green zones, at least on the days I run. On the days when I don't run, let's not talk about it. I ran a race outside of Singapore this year too, the Saucony London 10K, and the views were amazing, and it was the first cold weather experience I've had for running. And I joined the Urban Milers Run Club, and now I run weekly with different groups of friends too, exploring different routes. MMOs are just not as fun if you play solo. Every gamer needs a party of friends to level up together with. So what if I didn't hit my goals this year? I'm still miles ahead of the 2023 version of me. For 2025, I'm keeping the original goals. I haven't given up on these. 5K in 30 minutes, 10K in 70 minutes, 21K in 2 hours 30 minutes. And I'm adding on one more big one. My first full marathon. 42.2 km, no time goal, just completion. This is Project 42 before 40. This isn't my usual content, but it's a journey that means a lot to me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Ten km.
That's right, we did it.
Halfway through. Only 10 more km to go.
14 km.
That's
Last
right.
gel.
We're almost done.
20 km.
That's right. We did it.
1000 km.
That's right.